Hello, y'all. We are here live. Seventh house. Okay, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to save this. Obviously, this is going on my YouTube because I'm only here because, we started here, but we're going to go on YouTube so I could do my own branching off. Anyways, thank you. Seventh house. Things that I wanted to talk about. And I'm going to use Tom Brady's chart because you already know fake his life type shit. And I'm going to show you something about the seventh house. So the seventh house, right, guys, is the house of relationships, right? So the house of relationship partners, the number one question that people always ask about, my lovers, my relationship, my partner. Well, your partner is the seventh house. So for those that don't know, this is for men and women. This is whatever sign you have in that seventh house. So this is Tom Brady. He has Aries in the seventh house. So besides that, he has Aries, he has the moon and K2 in there. So he has the moon or the south node. The moon is a planet that represents some area of his partner. Let's pretend you didn't know it was Giselle. Let's pretend it's not Giselle. Like you don't know who this partner is. You didn't even know this is Tom Brady until I told you it was Tom Brady. All right, so for instance, a couple things that we see. So we have the sign is in Aries. We'll get back to that. We got two other planets or points in there. I have a south node, which is karmic, meaning that his partners that he's meeting, he has a karmic past to, for sure. All of them. Every single one that he's actually interacting with. Then he has the moon in there. There's something moon-like about his woman. Whether she's a nurturer, whether she is a mother, whether she comes from a big family. Something about the moon has to be significant about his partner. So if you have this in your chart, this letting me know that your partner has something moon-like. So you can also add on, if you want, wherever the Cancer house sits, because the moon rules Cancer. So for instance, this is telling me the person is nurturing and they also may have their own business. Why? Because I got Venus in Cancer in the 10th house of career. So that's telling me a lot about just Tom Brady's wife or partner, whoever she is, even though we know who it is, right? Then we have K2. K2 is, like I said, karmic shit, right? But Aries is ruled by Mars. So the next thing you want to do is find the location of your seventh house. Who's the ruler of your seventh house? And what do I mean by that? So your seventh house is ruled by a sign, which is Aries. For him, in this case, is Aries. So you want to look for where, you want to look for, Mars and where it's located in that chart. So we already know a couple things. And you want to write these things down. We have an Aries energy for a partner, that a pioneer, aggressive, right? No, whatever it is, whatever Aries thinks she does. She may even have a big ass head like an Aries. It doesn't matter, right? Then, what else is in there? So, what else? We have the moon is in there, something nurturing, something about her career, because in the chart, the moon rules Cancer, and Cancer is the 10th house. So, something about the career. And then we have the South Node, which is karmic past partners. You may also see them. You may find yourself familiar with these people. There may be some karmic things that you may lay out later. Like, for instance, we know he's expressed that they do a magic together at this point, because that's what they're doing. They're both intentionally working in magic together. He just thinks that he's not doing anything. You are. Anyways, Aries, this is the third step. Now we got two planets. Once you decipher those two planets, the third step of Aries is Mars, and Mars is in his 9th house. So we got Mars in the 9th house, which is 3 houses away from your 7th house. So you can count it. If you look, Mars is in Gemini, which is literally the third sign from Aries. 1, 2, 3, whatever. You want to count it. First is Aries, then is Taurus, then is Gemini. So there's something third house like. What does that mean? There's something either the partner talks too much. There's something about their siblings, right? This could even be because she has Mars and Gemini next to Jupiter, something with her elder. My bad, y'all. Now I'm at the bottom now. I didn't get to see none of those comments. Okay, sorry. Okay. So something with the sibling, something with an elder, the ninth house maybe, or maybe her dad is a significant player, or maybe like I said, this is all based just on the Tom Brady's chart. I'm trying to understand his wife. So she's either going to talk a lot, something significant. She may have a lot of siblings because Gemini, the third house away. Then we have Mars next to Jupiter. The father could be, whether the father is very well known in some area of his life, maybe a project that he's done, maybe he's an athlete. We don't know because we're going to figure out the rest. We're going to add, then the rest is the degrees. Those come in flavor. Like we got a Mars at 11 degrees. That's an Aquarius degree. Okay, that's narrowing things down for you. So basically, the third step is figuring out where the ruler of your mom's seventh house is. Once you find that out, you're good, right? Then you know what you're gonna do as a fourth step and as an added bonus. You're gonna pretend, right? If you want to figure out who your partner is, who is your true natural seventh house, you're gonna write down your seventh house as their rising sign. So for instance, if I was Tom Brady, I would have written it down like my partner's first house has to be Aries, like, because my seventh house is in Aries. Then you run down the list. You go down the list. So this is for instance, I have a Capricorn seventh house. So my partner has a Capricorn rising sign. Something Capricorny will be seen by this. You got to pay attention, whatever that is. It may be he's skinny. Maybe he's older, right? His appearance, where I'm going to see the Capricorn right away. So then that's my seventh house. So I'm going to pretend my partner is a Capricorn rising. Then I keep laying down the list. So on the second house, I got Saturn. For instance, he would have to put in the rising sign. He has the moon and K2. The second house has Chiron. The third house has Mars and Jupiter. The fourth has Venus. And that's going to describe to me your partner's life, your partner's entire life. Okay, so we're gonna run down the signs because I know I'm gonna probably see this in the comments. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, so if you're in Aries rising, Libra is your partner's rising sign. So you want to pretend that your partner's houses starts at Libra. Then we have, Taurus, Scorpio. Scorpio rising is your partner. So if you're a Taurus rising, you need to make the list as a Scorpio rising. If you are a Gemini rising, your partners are Sagittarius rising. If you are a Cancer, Capricorn is our partners rising. If you are a Leo, Aquarius is our partners rising. If you are a Virgo, Pisces is your partner's rising sign. No matter what you tell me, you may have a partner and he may not have that right now. That ain't on me, baby. Don't get mad. I'm trying to help you find the true natural qualities of your seventh house. You may be dating someone who fits your fifth house. That's on you. Okay. So that's why let's say you lay out the chart, and I'm going to explain it out. I'm going to explain the rest. Let's say you lay out the chart and your partner now is not sounding like your seventh, but once you did the fifth house, he sounds like a fifth house person. Take it up with God. Don't blame the messenger. So just reminders when you break this down later and you start boo-hooing and cuckooing, whatever the fuck. Let's break that down. We was at Virgo. Pisces rising is your partner's rising. If you are a Libra, Aries is your partner's rising. If you are a Scorpio, Taurus is your partner's rising. If you are a Sag, Geminis is your partner's rising sign. And I'm going to listen to the rest, dickheads, because I don't want you to fucking tell me later, like, wait, but my partner doesn't even have... Listen. Let me finish the rundown. Then we have, what were we? Capricorn rising, Cancer rising is your partner's rising sign. for, who the fuck is the other one? Oh, Aquarius. Leo rising is your partner. For, what's your name? Pisces, Virgo risings is your partner. So now that you know your partner's rising, are you listening? I'm not talking about your 5th house. That's personal. You could do that as an added bonus when you realize the truth of the matter of things. Once you know your partner's rising, so it's the opposite, is your 7th house, you're going to start writing it down as if it's the actual natal chart of your partner. Listen to me. Your partner may not have Scorpio rising. Maybe they have Scorpio ways. They work a scorpionic job. Well, and once you do that, let's say you do the breakdown that I'm about to explain to you, and you're like, oh, well, my partner has a scorpionic job, or my partner has an Aquarius job. Okay, bitch, then you got it. Ding, ding, ding. You got one of your soulmates. Congratulations. Thank you. Let's get on now. Then you can feel a lot better about that. So let's break the rest. So once you know your partner's rising sign, which is truly your 7th house, okay, it's the symbolism. Okay, it's symbolism. I'm going to save this, but I want you to hear the symbolism. It's your opposite sign. What you're going to do is, okay, I know my partner's rising now, which is really your 7th house. You're going to look for the ruler of that said rising sign. So, for instance, my partner's rising is Capricorn. The ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, is in the 2nd house to my partner. My partner's chart is really my 8th house, but is my partner's 2nd house. I hope you're following me. Okay? I hope you are following me, somebody. Who did we lose? If I lost you, hang in there. If somebody could write down the planet, whoever wants to be helpful, I will tag you, pin you. There we go. Okay, so once you find your partner's ruler, so now we know your partner's rising, you look for the ruler of your partner's rising. So, okay, somebody who, if you got it and you want to be helpful, I'm gonna pin it. It's gonna, you feel me? Anyways, you look for the ruler, you look for that location. Now let me show you. I'll give you an example. That way you don't think I'm bugging. Back to Tom Brady's chart. Back to an example, because if I give you an example, you feel better about yourself. Okay, so choose a different asset. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. What's her name? Okay, this is Giselle's Wikipedia page. So remember what I just told you. I told you a couple things about Giselle. She's gonna be nurturing. She might come from a family that she represents a family, the moon and the rising. Something about her family is important. Then she has the ruler of Tom Brady's 7th house is 3 signs away. So I told you something about her siblings, something about the 3rd house, or her father. Let's read it. So you see, she was born in Rio Grande and is a 6th generation German Brazilian, born in whatever, a bank clerk, something, and help me here, God. So her mom is a bank clerk and her father is a socialist writer. Thank God, because I was going to, her grandfather, listen, look. So I told you about her dad be significant, an elder would be significant, because she has Mars next to Jupiter. So I have her grandfather, right? He was once the mayor. He was the mayor of the city. You feel me? He was literally the mayor of the city. This is Giselle's grandfather. And then her father was a socialist writer. I put okay, somebody said, okay. Look, thank God, Moody, thank you. Moody put, if you don't know which one it is, go check out the question box. Okay. Hey y'all. Stop sharing. Okay, so choose it. Let me go back. Let me go back to his chart. Bam, Tom Brady. So we were saying, once you find your 7th house, you look for the ruler of that 7th house, like I just showed you. Literally, Tom Brady's chart is explaining to you Giselle's life. From Tom Brady's chart, I know that her dad's significant. I knew that an elder would be significant. I didn't know it was going to be a grandfather, but it was an elder. And he was the mayor. He was judge. Look, she has Jupiter where it belongs. Is not in a good sign, but is in the house that it belongs. So I hope that brings clarity in that nation. So let's break down some of those houses. Let's say the ruler of your 7th house is located in the 8th house. Let's say you're like me. So I have a Capricorn 7th house, right? My ruler is Saturn, is in the 8th house. What that tells me is my partner, something about my partner's face, his voice, something about his family. The 2nd house rules family. Problems or situations with money. The 2nd house rules money. Trust me, I lived it, bitches. I know. Trust me. Anyways, that's the 8th house. A lot of a very intense relationships, the ones that I get, because Saturn, the ruler of my 7th house, is in the 8th house. We're here. Okay. Let's say you have a ruler, whatever sign you have in your 7th house, the ruler of that 7th house is in the 9th house. Same thing like Giselle. You are going to have your partner is going to have a very talkative voice, or talks a lot, or there's something about their sibling, or they went to school for a very good whatever. Their grandma or grandpa or father is important in their life, or have an important life story, or whatever. They value culture, the 9th house. Your partner values education, cultures, traveling. He or she may want to be a different culture, or is a different culture, my bad. Or even they may travel or they may do jobs that are 9th house. They could be a teacher. Oh yeah, my ruler of my 7th house is in the 9th house, and I have my husband or lover is a teacher. Duh. Like, let's say you do your partner's chart and you're a teacher and you're the ruler of the 7th is in the 9th, and you're like, well, am I a soulmate? Bitch, do you fit the descriptions of his soulmate? Bitch. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to keep running down the houses so that way you can follow me. Okay, so we just did the 8th house. So if the ruler of your 7th is in the 8th house, I just explained that. If the ruler of your 7th house is in the 9th house, we just explained that. The ruler of your 7th in the 10th house, that means your partner and you may have y'all look good together. Y'all meant to go out and be seen together. They make you look good depending on the planet. Let's say you have Mars, they bring you problems. Let's say you have a Scorpio 7th house and the ruler of Scorpio is Mars, is in the 10th house. It may be good, it may not be good. It depends. Mars is problems or very attractive fucking body. Let me know, bitch. Does that make sense? I hope that's adding their grandparent, their father figure, their family's also a very core foundation. They come from a family who may have their own business, own property, come from a big family, or a very whatever, something significant about their mother, because it's 4 signs away from your 7th house. Makes sense? Everybody's following me? I hope everybody's following me. It doesn't take that much. If you don't know how to set up your chart, go to astroseek.com. Set up your chart. Look for the 7th house. Scroll. It's only going to take you a little bit. Scroll. Or you can look at the circle. Look for number 7. Right? Okay. You guys make each other look good. Exactly. 10th house. Something 10th house. Maybe your partner has a great fucking career, or they're seen by a lot of people. Listen to me, you're going to know something about you guys' appearance. It could literally be that one of you is black and the other one is white. One of you is Asian and the other one is Spanish. It doesn't matter, So let's say the ruler of your 7th house is in the 11th house. Let's run that one down. That's 5 signs away. You guys network, you guys have friends together. You do things with your friends. If the ruler of your 7th house, let's say your 7th house is Libra again. Sorry, let's say your 7th house is Taurus, and you're the ruler of your 7th house is Venus, which is located in Virgo in the 11th house. You guys have friends together. You guys could have met through friends, or the internet. You guys have the same goals together. You guys, ever since y'all met, the first thing you said is, baby, I gotta have a business with you. Baby, I gotta have a baby with you. It's 5 houses away. It's a very passionate affair. It feels amazing. It's like a fucking dream. Does that make sense? Who may have that? Hang on. What if the 7th house is Taurus and Venus is in the 7th house? Okay, so let's say then it's your looks, and let's say the ruler of your 7th house is in the 7th house, which is, let's say your 7th house is Taurus and you got a Venus in Taurus. Okay, what that means is your partner looks really good. They may have a very charming personality. Something about their body, you're gonna know, everyone else is gonna know. You know, that it feels right. It feels like depending if the person fits there, if that makes sense. It feels right. You guys make each other. It's almost like a very passionate affair too. It could give passion too, because it's right on it and it's opposing your body of self. So you find yourself with these people. This could also mean like this person could have like a significant grandparents from the mother side. This person is more mother oriented. It depends on the rest of the chart. Remember, we're just looking for the ruler, and then I'm going to tell you then you got to add the rest of these houses. So like, let's say you have, for instance, I'll give you an example. Look, so real quick, we figured out Mars in the 9th house, which is Giselle's father and her grandfather, right? But if you keep looking, the sun is very important. The sun is 5 signs away from the 7th house. That's important to know. Even though this is Tom Brady's son, this is important to know because it tells me about your partner's soul as well. Being that it's 5 signs away, she's very dedicated to the children. The partnership. Saturn is in here, the home, because Saturn is next to the sun, and Saturn is the ruler of the 4th house, right, which is their home. It's her public image, right? Oh shit, hang on, yo, damn, they always call me when I'm doing some dumb shit. Hello? Yeah, how you doing? Okay. 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 It's okay. No worries. Thank you. All right. Thanks. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Sorry, it was my ring. Anyways, yes, so like where were we? 5 signs away. And I was explaining to you the sun. Well, that's another episode. We're gonna keep going. Love ya. If you can figure it out, I'm happy for ya. Anyways, how do we find out the D9 chart? You need your sidereal chart. I've actually done that live, and actually, my bad, y'all. Damn. I'm actually gonna go pull that live out of Instagram and put it on YouTube. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I've done that live. Let's do this one because, baby, you guys wanna finish. You know what y'all at? Y'all trying to do the end of the test, bitch. We gotta do the front. We gotta do the multiple choice. You forgot the multiple choice. You can find so much out of this. Is like a lemon. Look at it. If you look at the picture of the natal chart, it's a lemon. You can squeeze this lemon so many ways. You're gonna find juice in it. Never ends. Because it's your life. Like, it's never going to end. So you guys just love the 7th house, bitch. I'm trying to figure out other houses. We can't go there. Anyways, we could do this with any other house. Anyways, what were we talking about? So that was Giselle. So let's say the ruler of your 7th house is in the 12th house. My friend, The good outcome of this, you guys either move homes together with this person, even states. You guys can move. Either your job or your partner's job changes, because the 6 signs always something about work changes. So just FYI. Right, so FYI, you know, that's not a very pleasing house. Now the positive thing is you guys can find spirituality together. It could be if your intention is not based on positive outcomes of the 12th house, you're not going to get positive outcomes. I need you guys to also remember that this is a very intense house as well. So is the 8th house, so is the 4th house. But if you put negative intention to these houses, you're always going to just vibrate that negative intention. Mind you, this is a water houses. So that's like knowing, just because they got a little dirt in the water, you spit in it because like, oh, fuck it, it's dirty anyways. No, don't dirty it up some more. Like, if it's already dirty, if in your eyes, and I'm not saying dirty. Only reason why I'm saying dirty, because you're like, oh my God, I have Saturn in the 4th. I got Saturn in the 12th or the 8th. And oh my God, the end of the world. Everybody's afraid of these houses. And it's literally you putting the intention into these houses, because you're weaving. Those houses are needed for part of fate. Those are your subconscious. This is where the free will really happens. Because you can have the same placements as Jeffrey Dahmer, but it's your free will. And that's where that happens. Some things are already written though. Anyways, going back, 12th house shit can happen. 12th house shit, you feel me? Other scenario is maybe this person, if the ruler of your 7th house is in the 12th house, maybe this person, like for instance, let's say you're a Pisces rising and you have a Virgo 7th house, but then your Mercury is in the 12th house. Your partner could be from overseas. Damn, bro. Your partner could be overseas. Hang on, bro. Your partners could be overseas. Your partners could be like, there could be some lies. This could be a secret relationship, or you guys are never in the same times. Like, your partner's always working, like, and they work overnights. You barely see it. Y'all don't see each other in years, but yeah, it's like roommates. That could be a thing. Just FYI. Anyways, that was just an example. Okay. Next, if the ruler of your 7th house is in the 1st house, that's also good. That can be a very passionate kind of energy as well. Hang on, y'all. Hang on, yeah. Woo. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So, the 1st house. What is a thing that I'll definitely see, and you'll definitely see, is like the touching. You and your partner touch each other a lot. You guys are all over each other's bodies. There's something about the body. Something about the person's, like, decision making is involved. Something about this person's maybe appearance. Something about this person's, like, it's just the self. Either you come to terms with self, or they develop themselves. You ever got with somebody and they like better after you leave them? Like, how you got better? Bitch, they came to your life and leached off of you. They was on to you and clawing your shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to put y'all onto the game. Something about them is gonna make you want to either mend more relationships. Like, you're gonna think a lot about relationship with this person. Okay, so this is if the ruler of your 7th house is in the 1st house. Example, let's say you have a Leo 7th house and the sun is in Aquarius in the 1st house. Your partner, something about himself. He's always thinking about himself. Something narky. It'll be the narc. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyways. I just want you to, it could be, even if you have Cancer in the 7th house and you got the moon in Capricorn. You know, they may not be, or you could be for instance, this could be a celebrity shit. One of you could be very popping and sociable and everybody want to be around you. But then your partner is mad lean. You're like, how the fuck are we even a match? And you guys are a match because you're going to help that person become themselves, develop the self. And they're supposed to help you fucking look at others. So it's like a give and take there. So just FYI. Anyways, I do mean to offend you. Why do I hate Leos? Somebody has to get it, bro. You know? I can't yell at my mother. You know? Well, you guys have to hear. Leos are great. Right? What if the ruler's in the 7th house? I already talked about that. If it's in the 1st or the 7th house, is self and relationships. So you're going to see it. You're going to, like, for instance, who had this? Brad Pitt has the son. No, that's not a good example. That's not a good example. The entitlement. See, look, Leo's already. Look, they're trying to take the show already. Anyways, let's move on before another Leo comment happens. Oh, man. It's all about equalize. I mean, thank you. Listen, you gotta spread it. Brooklyn way. I'm trying to put you on. Anyways, let's say, and we're talking about the ruler of your 7th house. So again, if you have an Aries 7th house is Mars. If it's Libra, Venus. Taurus, Venus. If your 7th house is Cancer, there's the moon. Stop being stupid. I don't got time for you. Bye. Anyways, who's the next? Okay. Who's next? Next. Okay. The ruler of your 7th house in the 2nd house is pretty cool because it can give the 8th house 7. It can give 2nd and 8th house. I hate it. That's a sucky house too. I'm not gonna lie. The only benefits of having the ruler of your 7th house in the 2nd house. Let's say you have a Pisces 7th house and Jupiter's in the 2nd house. Or let's say you have, who the fuck is that? Let's say you have Aries in the 7th house and you got Mars and Scorpio in the 2nd house. It could be two things. Either your person has money or they don't. I don't know what to tell you, bitch. If either they got money, look, they got money, toxic family, some 8th house shit, bitch. Whether let's say you go in there and they have step family. They have step family. You become a step family with them. Some step fucking children. I have no idea, bro. That's funny as hell. You feel me? Your relationship a secret. He don't want to tell nobody. You feel me? If the family don't know, the family may know. It depends on what you got in there. I don't know. You may have whack ass Pluto and Mars, right? You can have fucking Saturn in there. God bless you. Sorry. Funny as hell, yeah. That's like, okay, let me tell you what. You know who has that? I'm gonna tell you, who has that? Kanye West. He's a Cancer rising, and he has Saturn ruled 7th house, and Saturn is in Leo in his 2nd house, which Kim Kardashian has a big family. Duh. They're mad 8th housey. They're mad manipulative. They do 8th house things. Come on, somebody. Thank you. Look, astrology is real. Tell them. Okay? Mind you, look at this. Saturn is in Leo, right? That means that his partner has money. Saturn is in Leo, right? His sun is in Gemini in the 12th house. Listen to me. Listen to this. He's a Cancer rising. Are y'all listening? Capricorn rules his 7th house because he has a Capricorn 7th house. Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn in his house is in Leo in the 2nd house of money and family. Okay. Leo is naturally ruled by the sun, right? He has a sun in Gemini in the 12th house. She makes money selling to you 12th house things. I'm here to go. Have a good day. You guys keep playing. It's not a game, y'all. This shit is not a game. You think it's a game. I treat it like a game. I'm trying to tell you. I'm bored. Somebody come do some weird shit with me. Let's skip through time. I want a time loop. Now that's what I want to do. I'm bored. I want a fucking time loop. That'll be the coolest part. I want to be 25 years ahead, and they're going to be like, wow, you're insane. And then when 25 years later comes, which would be 2030, you can be like, damn, I should have thought about that. You should have. You wasn't thinking, bitch. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, let's keep going. So that was Saturn, whatever, the ruler of your 7th house in the 2nd house of your chart. So then we have Saturn, the ruler of your 7th house in the 3rd house. What does that mean? So that means a couple things. Your partner talk a lot. Smart person. It depends. I don't know how your 3rd house look. You could be having doofy shit in it. That's not my problem. I don't even, who has that? Who has that? So I know somebody who may have that. Your partner, you know, something 9th house thingy. You know, they could be a different culture. Let's say you have a Jupiter rule. Let's say you're a Gemini rising. You have Sagittarius in your 7th house, but Jupiter's in Leo in your 3rd house. Or let's say you have Gemini 7th house, right? And you got Mercury and Aquarius in the 3rd house in your chart. Something about your partner, it brings up his elders. So again, it's the same shit, bitch. Don't bore me. You get it. Ho. It depends. Does that make sense? Who needs help? I'm sorry. I don't know if I lost you, because I know some of you, like, I don't know how y'all did it. I don't know. It may not be for you. You know what I mean? Okay. And then once you find a ruler, it's going to tell you a lot. Obviously, we find that out. Then you want to find the sun. I'm not running the sun with y'all. You bugging the fuck out. But what you want to do is you want to compare where the sun is to the 1st house, if that makes sense. Okay, so what's the other one? The other one is I missed something. Okay, let's say the ruler. Oh, Janae Aiko. Look, Janae Aiko has, whatever her name is, the 7th house is ruled by Gemini in her chart. She has Mercury and Pisces in the 4th house in 1 degree. So literally her partner has his own career. He had his own career before her. He has businesses. He's bought property. He raps. That's another thing. He writes music. Mercury shit. I don't know what else of it. You get it, bitch. Oh, he has a very significant story with his mother, Janae Aiko. Does that make sense? Yes. The ruler of your 7th house in the 5th house, which would be the 11th house, it's either the kids, it depends, honestly, bitch. You get me? You get it. I ain't gonna run it down. The only other house that's kind of complicated, if the ruler of your 7th house is in the 6th house. Let me run that down. Let's say you have a Sagittarius 7th house, you got Jupiter and Scorpio in the 6th house. No bueno, my friend. You want me to tell you? The only thing that I could tell you, maybe your partner is a healer, a doctor, has their own service, works a lot. That's the positive things. Other than that, bitch, do not sign a contract with that hoe. You feel me? I don't know what I'm going to tell you. What do you want me to tell you? I didn't do this. I didn't do it to you. It's a little karmic, bitch. Don't sign nothing. Do not take out a loan. They don't need a car. Okay, then let that bitch walk. Bitch, not on your name. You hear me, my friend? So especially if you, like, for instance, Sagittarius, you guys play a lot with that, with your names on other. Listen, I don't know, Sag, you different. I don't want to get in your business, but you different. Pisces is different. Oh, mutable. Excuse me. Let me take that back. Mutable, I think you're insane. Okay. Why? I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? I think you're insane. Cardinal Libra is so funny because yesterday I was telling and I'm going to leave it at this and I'm going to end it. Yesterday I was telling my friend, Libra rules the truth, right? So Libra rules the truth. Once you learn the truth, it's bitter. That's why the second house to a Libra rising is Scorpio. Because the truth doesn't taste good. It's Scorpio. And you ever seen them people that drink them straight black coffee? That's how I like the truth. I like my truth straight black. No sugar. None of that. Straight. Feel me? Matter of fact, don't even grain it. Don't even put it through the blender. None of that. Give me the straight. Let me chew this. I'm going to chew this shit. That's how I want it. Straight raw material. So that's how I want my coffee. And that's how you should want the truth, which is so interesting to me. So don't sign Libra, you shouldn't sign contracts with people either. I'm sorry. I wouldn't, Scorpio, I mean Taurus, you don't even have a choice. I don't know. I want my shit. I want to chew my shit. That's exactly how I want my shit. Straight up. You bugging. I'm dead ass. I need my shit raw, cut. Don't cut it. Don't mix it with nothing. Straight. Give me the beans. Don't even chop the tree down, bro. Give me the shit, whole stem, everything. Leave it in the ground. I'll come get it. Don't touch the shit. I'm gonna go get it. The tea. That is how I want my shit. Anyways, thank you for being here. Yeah. So if the ruler of your 7th house is in the 6th house, 12th house, bitch, don't do it. Trust me. And that's really the ones that I wanted to tell you guys about. Let me tell you, bitch, don't do it. You don't do the 2nd and 8th house, bitch. Don't sign nothing. Don't sign nothing. You know what? Don't sign nothing. It's crazy. My bad, y'all. I'm a little crazy. I just thought about that. Anyways, I already did this. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna put this on the Instagram. Thank you. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. And I run down all the houses. Please put it in the fucking comments. The timestamps you see. Yeah. Thank you. On the tube. Yes, I'm putting this on the tube because YouTube pays. Thank you. Hello. If it's Saturn is in the synastry and your second, don't do it, bro. Listen, if the ruler of the 7th house lands in any money houses, just don't worry about that, bitch. Don't get money. Fuck bitches, get money. That's all I gotta say. Go sign me a car. Oh no, Moody Blue, you want some gangster shit. I'm gonna leave you alone. She is wildin'.